we are going to do in this question. The problem is a block of mass 0.2 kg is suspended from the ceiling by a light string. The block of mass 0.2 kg is suspended from a light string. A second block of mass 0.3 kg. This is M1 and this is M2. 0.3 kg is suspended from the first block through another string. Find the tension in the two strings. Take G equal to 10 meter per second square. Okay. So find tension in the two strings. So suppose we call this string T1. The tension in this string is T1 and this is T2. So first we will see how tension is acting, how mg is, what are the different forces. First we will identify the different forces. So if you see at M2, what are the different forces acting? See, on M2 we have M2G acting downward and there is a tension T2 acting upward. So this is the only force acting on M2. Similarly on M1 we have a tension T2 acting downward. See, tension is always pulling force. So tension will pull M2 upward and tension will pull, the T2 tension will pull M1 downward and the T1 will pull upward. And there will be another force M1G. So what we have done here, we have shown all the forces on different objects. So first we can write for M2. If we write for M2, what are the different forces? M2G downward and T2 upward. These two forces are balanced because the motion is not there. The particle is in equilibrium. So what we can write is T2 upward will be equal to M2G downward. So M2 is 0.3 kg and G is 10. So we are getting 3 Newton. So the value of T2 is coming 3 Newton. And this T2 is balancing the M2G. And value of T2 is same as M2G. The weight of M2 is M2G. That value of tension in the lower wire is same as the weight of the object. Similarly, if you see for M1. For M1, if you see, what are the different forces? T1 upward, M1G downward, and T2 downward. This is also balanced, so no need to write acceleration. Only we need to balance the different forces. So M1G is what? 0.2 into 10. T2 we have already calculated. That is 3 Newton. So 2 Newton plus 3 Newton. So how much we are getting? We are getting total 5 Newton. 2 plus 3. So that is we are getting 5 Newton. So what we are getting is in lower wire the tension is 3 Newton and upper wire it is 5 Newton. And see in this problem, just see how we are doing. We are not writing we are not including the weight of second one, the M2G on the first one, but it is coming indirectly through the thread, through the string. See M2G weight in upper wire, why we are getting the more tension and less tension in the lower one? Why we are getting like this? In upper one we are getting more tension because of it is supporting the weight of both the objects. But the weight of object, the M2G, you are not going to include directly with the upper object. That force is coming through that tension T2. See this T2, why this T2 is appearing here? This T2 is coming due to because this T2 is supporting the lower object. So while writing the forces, you will write the forces only on that object. If some other object is exerting some force with some connected object or through some different thing, you will not write those forces. You will write only forces on that object which is acting directly on that object. So we will discuss this in detail